One of our commitments at Pure for you all is to continually be looking at ways that we can add tools and resources to support you in sharing Pure with others and in growing your business, and looking at ways that we can continually innovate, making this business opportunity, this business simpler, more effective for you in the field, so that you can do what you do best, which is helping people. And we've added an incredible new tool as of the last few weeks, and we did a soft launch to make sure everything was up and running and ready to go. And today, this morning, we're ready to officially hard launch this new resource for you all and helping you take your businesses to the next level. And I'm so excited to be able to teach and train on this brand new resource. To welcome out leader, friend, Rachel Garcia.
Okay, get excited about this. I want all of you right now. Some of you are like, we have an app. So open up the App Store on your phone. Search for Live Pure. Some of you have already done this, but if you haven't, do it now. And go ahead and download that app. We're probably going to break the Wi-Fi system or whatever if we do that. But start downloading it while I start walking you through some of the new benefits that have come with the update on this app. I am very excited about this. Now, there's a lot of different ways to keep track of what you're doing in your business, but I'm going to be walking you through why I think this is fabulous, okay? So, oh, they made this pretty for me. Okay, so the customers are customers, which by the end of the month, you all are going to have a lot of customers, right? I'm going to be walking you through a little bit more about the customer retention version bonus a little bit later today, but the customers can use this as well, for a number of reasons: to shop, to read about the company. But they won't know about it if you don't tell them, right? They won't know about it if you don't tell them. So one of the things you want to start doing is when you have a new customer or a new IBO, you want to make sure that they download this app right away. But let's get to the IBO version, okay? So there's a lot. You guys might want to take screenshots of this just so you remember the things that are there. You've got a lot of special features that you probably don't know they exist. Now, I know this about technology. If you don't use it, or really anything, if you don't use it, you don't know how to use it, okay? I have a fancy car. They want me to go in for this whole diagnostic. Let me show you how everything works. I never go to those. I don't know what literally 70% of the features in my car do, because I don't want to take the time to go in and learn it. This is something that can help you build your business and increase your income, and also help you with follow-ups. Yep. How many of you struggle with follow-ups? Yeah, raise your hands, you guys. Come on now. I mean, I struggle with follow-ups. It's probably one of my biggest weaknesses. Taryn said the other day it's one of her biggest weaknesses. So this is going to help us in a number of ways. Have you guys been able to download it, or are you guys getting it? Is it still circling? Yeah, there's a lot of us in here, so you might not get it till we're done. I'm hoping that most of you can get it before my time is up. So this is the first screen that you will see. How many of you have it on your screen right now? Just raise your hand. I want to have an idea of how many. Okay. A quarter of the audience. So this is the first screen that you're going to see. If you click on the news section, actually, it's not the first screen you see. At the top of that screen, you have your auto ship volume. Okay, so what your next auto ship going through is, that's very important, and I'm going to be talking about that this afternoon. When it goes through, your next auto ship date, when it's going through, and whether or not you're active. That's all very important. If you're not active, you don't get paid. Thank you, Kristen. So you got to be active. So those are important things to know: what date that you came in, what date your business renews. But then this section that you're seeing up on this screen says news, resources, my team, business summary, rank tracker, shop, commissions, enroll, share links, and settings. Now, the news. Let's talk about that one for just a second. I'm going to click it while I'm sitting here. This is the most recent news that's coming out from the company. I'm not sure if they're going to be talking about this or anybody's going to be talking about it today, but there's a great little link on our livepure.com page that says Pure Insider. There's a lot of great information there. They've also incorporated that great information on the news section of our phones. My phone is saying, please wait, so now we're all just going to be waiting because we're all trying to do it at the same time. I'm going to see if I can't get off of the connection here. All right, so that's the news section. Know that that's there. Resources, they spend a lot. Oh, it came up. So all the updates that are going on, new things coming out, things that they need to make sure that we know about. That's all going to be there, okay? Now the first thing that popped up on my screen, and some of you are setting up your app right now, and it's asking you, do you want to sync your contacts? Yes, you want to sync your contacts, okay? I'm going to talk about that in just a minute, but you want to sync your contacts. Mine, when I popped up, said, 2 new contacts, do you want to sync them? Now why would I have 2 new contacts in my phone? Well, because since I've been here, I've met 2 new people that I put their information in my phone, because when I meet someone and I talk about Pure, which is all the time, right? I immediately get their information. Some people like to hand out cards. Yeah, I tried that for years. It doesn't work very well. You're like waiting. I gave out 100 cards yesterday. Maybe they'll call me. They're not going to call you. You need to get their information. So I have 2 new contacts. It said when I woke up this morning, do you want to sync your 2 new contacts? Yes, I want to sync them, and I'm going to teach on that in a minute. I'm just giving you the basics while you guys are downloading and getting it set. The resources section, the team at Pure worked on this yesterday, and what some of our top watched Live Pure YouTube videos that feature none other than Dr. Buckner, who you guys saw and loved yesterday, right? Those videos, we got them to put them in the resources section. So some of Pure's best product videos, company videos, and they will be continuing to put more in there, are on that resources section. Okay, so that makes it easy. You don't have to go searching through YouTube. You don't have to go anywhere else. Right there on the resource section. And when you click on the videos, you will find a share button that you can easily grab the link and share it with others. Okay? Some of you like to share videos. You should be sharing videos. Okay? Pure just gave us all of their amazing compliant videos that we're going to be able to easily share. The next button, My Team. You can literally go in there and see all the names on your team. If you have a massive team, it takes a really long time to load. You can search for team members, and you can see some very basic information about your team members. The business summary and the rank tracker are huge. I'm going to go to the rank tracker, okay? And you guys, I want to encourage you to play around with this. If you don't ever open it again, other than this session right here, you'll never use it. And unfortunately, it's going to be a tool that can make you money. It's sitting for free on your phone and you're not utilizing it. So I want to encourage you to play with this. The rank tracker is really cool because so I clicked on this page, the leadership ranks, and I know that's tiny. You can't see it. But there's 2 options here, a rank tracker and then leadership ranks. I'm going to be talking about ranks this afternoon, rank advancements, how to rank advance, what you need with sponsor tree volume, and lesser leg volume. I'm going to be talking about that this afternoon. And one of the things that I'm going to be talking about is going to tell you, what do I need to hit gold? What do I need to hit diamond? You can very easily go to that rank tracker and see what you need very quickly in your app. Is that helpful? Yes. I'm telling you, I know that's helpful because there's people on my team that are like, where's that list? Where's that sheet? Some of them have memorized. I mean, 3,000 on each of your legs for gold and 4,000 in your sponsor tree. But most of you have not memorized that information. It's right there at the click of a button, okay? Just so you know that maximum earning potential right there, that's just your team bonus. Okay, it's just one of our 7 bonuses, so don't let that throw you off. All right, I did an arrow on this because it's asking you, do you want to review the contacts that you've synced? Do you want to sync your contacts and do you want to review them? Yes, you do. How many of you have the app on your phone now that I've been talking for a little while? More of you, probably about half. Okay. At the bottom is where this gets very exciting for me, okay? I wasn't able to take screenshots of it, but I'm going to walk through what the Me, Today, Leads, Tree, and Media buttons are at the bottom, okay? And I'm going to do it from my phone while I'm doing it. Because I put new people into my phone, what it's going to ask you when you put them into the phone, just make sure, yeah. When you put them into the phone, what it's going to ask you is, are they a hot lead, or a cold lead? So some people that you put into your phone, you know, maybe it's your boss at work, maybe it's your new supervisor, okay, and it's maybe you'll end up sharing Pure with them sometime, but maybe you're not ready to do that yet. That's a cold lead, okay? But probably most people you put into your phone are going to be hot or warm leads. Why? Because everybody you meet and talk to should be going into your phone as a potential prospect. Everybody you meet should be going into your phone as a potential prospect. Why? Because do we have a gift? Yes. I don't know the people you know. I can't call them. I can't talk to them. You can. They're in your life for a reason. It is not an accident that you are here today. It is your job to make sure that they know what you do. Whether it's utilizing what Lindley taught you yesterday and Taryn's going to teach you today about social media, That's one of the things I've used after I felt like I called everybody I knew. I made sure if you're all following me on social media, you know what I do. That way I don't get up there and he doesn't say you were supposed to tell 1 million more people than you actually did. Okay? So everyone really in your contact list should be probably on the hot list. When they go in on the hot list, you can then go in and make notes on them. You can put them in the lead section. Can we put that back up on the screen, guys? You can put them on the lead section in your phone. You can put to-do lists next to them. So I did that yesterday. Follow up with Beth. This is what I said to her. I did it with a guy that Javier met on the plane. So we get on the plane the other day. I told you I used to sit in the middle and talk to the one on the left and the right. Now I'm like, I don't talk to them. Every once in a while I'm convicted because everybody in our lives are there for a reason. If you've never read the book Thou Shalt Prosper, you should read it, and really it's one of the sections that stands out to me is everyone is in our life for a reason. So thankfully I have my wonderful husband who's like, he's sitting next to us for a reason. Okay, you're right. And then he wears gator clothes, and for those of you who don't know, even though I'm wearing Texas Tech colors, I understand. I'm a huge Gator fan. My husband was a Gator cheerleader. The guy was a Gator cheerleader, and he graduated like last year. I'm like, okay, fine. So Javier's talking it up with him. He goes into our phone. My wonderful husband at the end was like, dude, let me get your information. I want to send you I want to send you a video. I want to show you what we do. And so he's in our phones, right? With a nice little note that says, Philip, met him on the plane, because I meet so many people I forget, met him on the plane. But the other thing we can do with this is where it gets very exciting. Okay, under the media section, Pure is going to be uploading a number of videos for you that you can share. Some of those YouTube videos I talked about, you can upload any video you want that is on your phone right now, okay? Now, I'm just going to get just real quiet for a moment, and it's going to freak some of you out, but you need to get used to videoing yourself on your phone. One of my biggest tips for people that are trying to follow up with someone who is ghosting them and not following up with them, you met them, you sent them the video, they're not paying attention to you, this is my pediatrician, I can't believe she's ignoring me. Do a video, friends. Okay, sure, you can delete it after you do what I'm about to tell you to do. Hey, Dr. Smith, I know we talked yesterday about that amazing company that I'm involved with, and I sent you a video. I've seen you haven't watched it yet. Let me share with you a little bit about what's happened with our family. Get it under 60 seconds. Call it some names, but I won't. Okay, you guys that are 5-minute storytellers, no. 60 seconds, you can do it. Where you were, what you saw, what you did, where you're going. That is 60 seconds. Put it on your phone. Take that video, upload it to your media section. It's very simple to do, and then you text it to them through this app. You can text it to them through this app. And then when they watch it, you will know. It will show you that they watched it. Yep. Huge. Huge, you guys. The other thing, and I don't know if our app developer has walked in yet, he was coming. The other thing they're working on, we should have in the next month, is a push notification that tells you when they watched it. So, you're at lunch, you get a notification, Beth, Dr. Smith watched your video. You're like, ding! Now, why is that a big deal? I don't know about you, but I send videos to people all the time, and then life gets crazy, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go back and remember that person, right? Now I got a notification. Oh my gosh, she watched the video? And then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna start following up. I'm gonna start dripping. I'm gonna start send her more videos, okay? Pure is gonna give us a plethora of videos in the media section for you to send to them so you can continue to drip on them. You can make notes in the contact section of your Pure app. Notes about you're going to be able to see what did you send them. Then when they join your team, you move them to your tree. So there's a little tree section. I'm taking it down. There's a little tree section at the bottom. You move them to your tree, you're still following up with them. I teach my team, every time you talk to someone on the phone, you've got a time when you're going to talk to them next. I don't care if this is an IBO on your team, I don't care if it's a prospect or a customer, you're going to make a note about, talk to Sam today, got his products, send him the video on the Core Plus and how to use them, and I'm going to follow up with him tomorrow to see how he did with his first 24 hours of products. Okay? Now, people do things different ways. Some of you are like, this is way too much. We're trying to attract a lot of people, right? If you don't like change, and you don't like apps, and you don't like phones, you are living in the wrong time of life. Okay? Sorry. You don't like social media? Sorry. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So either decide you're going to learn it, or I'll give you a few other little things. Some people use Excel spreadsheets. It's hard. It's hard because you can't have your Excel spreadsheet with you, and even if you do, you're like flipping through it trying to see what's the last thing I sent them. You can't tell when they looked at it. There's some people on my team who like to write everything down. We have a little box system for people that are anti-digital stuff. I want to encourage you, decide to get a little uncomfortable and learn how to do this, and I believe it can be the best tool in your tool, one of the best tools in your toolbox. Do you think it'll be helpful to be able to see when people watch the videos you send them?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think it'll be helpful for you to have your story? It can be generic. It doesn't have to be like, hey, Beth. It can be generic. Would it be helpful for you to have a 60-second version of your video on your phone?
Yep.
Heck, I videoed Tim. Where are you, Tim? Tim told me his story last night, staying out in the hall. I'm like, dude, stop right now. I videoed him. I have so many people's videos on my phone. I share people's stories. Have our lives been changed? Kara Wade was sitting with me last night, and she's like, I want to hear some more of those amazing stories. Megan Miller's sitting behind me. Her son's speech story will blow your mind. I was like, Megan's right here. Megan, tell Kara your story. I mean, that's if you haven't sat today and met 5 new people and said, tell me your pure story, you need to. Because you're not going to hear them all from stage, but I guarantee you, if you guys took 48 hours out of your life to come to this, every single one of you have some sort of an amazing story.
Yep.
Don't you?
Yep.
All right. Are you guys going to download this and use it? I hope so. It's going to get better and better. Pure's giving us amazing tools. They're going to keep working on it. The app developer is here this weekend. And thank you to Pure and Mr. Jung for really focusing on giving us this amazing tool that we can use going forward. So.